پادشاه، 7 نخست وزیر، 9 معاون رئیس جمهور، 2 رئیس مجلس و 5 نماینده ویژه رؤسای کشورها حضور دارند. همچنین 23 وزیر امور خارجه به عنوان رئیس هیئت در نشست تهران شرکت می‌کنند. 7000 نفر هم میهمان اجلاسن که به گفته مسئولان سازمان گردشگری در 40 هتل تهران از اونها پذیرایی میشه.
آیا مامین بعضی از مردم هنوز نمیدونن که تعطیلی‌های مربوط به اجلاس از 5 شروع میشه یا از 7؟ چه توضیحی دارین در رابطه با این مسئله؟
خواهش میکنم. همونطور که بارها گفته شده، تعطیلی‌های اعلام شده از روز سه‌شنبه 7 شهریور تا 11 شنبه هفته آینده است. اجازه بدین من دقیقاً خدمت بینندگان عرض کنم. 5 و 6 یعنی فردا و پس فردا نشست کارشناسی، 7 و 8 سه‌شنبه و چهارشنبه نشست وزرای خارجه است. این 4 روز نشست در سالن همایش‌های بین‌المللی صدا و سیما برگزار میشه و پنجشنبه و جمعه 9 و 10 نشست 16مین نشست سران جنبش عدم تعهد در تهران در این سالن برگزار میشه. اما خدمتتون عرض کنم از روز 7 ادارات و بانک ها تعطیل، بانک ها به صورت کشیک خدمت میدن، ارائه میدن به مردم. البته دستگاه خدمات عمومی و بازار تهران تعطیل نیستن دیگه، حالا با خودشونه که میخوان تعطیل کنن یا نکنن. تاکید میکنم 7 تا 11 یعنی از سه‌شنبه تا شنبه هفته آینده تهران تعطیل.
و اینکه از تمهیدات امنیتی نشست چه اطلاعاتی رو میتونیم به بیننده‌مون ببینیم؟
خواهش میکنم. این اجلاس همونطور که سردار احمدی مقدم گفته با بالاترین ضریب امنیتی در تهران برگزار میشه و تا چند روز بعد از نشست هم این در واقع کار ادامه داره. جانشین فرمانده ناجا هم از بکارگیری 850 تیم امنیتی انتظامی برای پوشش حفاظتی اجلاس در تهران خبر داد و گفته 110,000 نفر از کارکنان نیروی انتظامی به صورت مستقیم در این پوشش حفاظتی حضور دارند. این رو هم بگم که بیش از 1000 خبرنگار و تصویربردار فعال رسانه‌ای اجلاس تهران رو پوشش میدن.
و اینکه برگزاری این اجلاس حاشیه‌ای هم داشت؟
عرضم بزرگتون که حاشیه که هنوز اجلاس شروع نشده که بگیم حالا حاشیه‌ای داره یا نه.
What is believed to be the development of missile technology despite widespread international disapproval. Early life. The birth date and early childhood of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un is shrouded in mystery. It is known that he is the third and youngest son of Korean military leader Kim Jong-il, also written Jong-il, who, under the Communist Workers' Party, had ruled North Korea since 1994. And the grandson of Kim Il-sung, his father's predecessor. Kim Jong-un's mother was opera singer Ko Young-hee, who had 2 other children and is thought to have campaigned for Kim Jong-un to be his father's successor before her death in 2004. Kim Jong-il reportedly took a liking to Kim Jong-un, noting that he saw in the youth a temperament similar to himself. It is also thought that Kim Jong-un may have been educated abroad in Switzerland before attending the Kim Il-sung Military University, named after his grandfather, in the capital of Pyongyang in the mid-2000s. Kim Jong-il began to prepare Kim Jong-un for succession to leadership in 2010. Upon his father's death in December 2011, Kim Jong-un assumed power. He was believed to be in his late 20s at the time. Suppression of opposition. After Kim assumed supreme leadership of North Korea, he reportedly executed or removed many senior officials that he had inherited from his father's regime. Among those purged was his own uncle, Jang Song-thaek, also known as Cheng Song-taek, who is believed to have played an important role during Kim Jong-il's rule and had been considered one of Kim Jong-un's top advisors. In December 2013, Jang was reportedly arrested and executed for being a traitor and plotting to overthrow the government. It is also believed that members of Jang's family were executed as part of the purge. Suspected weapons testing. Under Kim Jong-un's authority, North Korea has continued what are believed to be weapons testing programs, though agreeing in February 2012 to halt nuclear testing and to a cessation on long-range missile launching. In April 2012 the country launched a satellite that failed shortly after takeoff. Then, in December of the same year, The government launched a long-range rocket that put a satellite in orbit. The U.S. government believed that these launches are meant to cover up work and testing on ballistic missile technology. In February 2013, North Korea held its third underground nuclear test. The act was roundly condemned by the international community, including the United States, Russia, Japan, and China. In the face of further sanctions, analysts have stated that Kim's continued focus on armament while calling for U.S. peace talks is a strategy of positioning North Korea as a formidable entity and cementing his standing as a regional leader. By September 2016, the country reportedly conducted its fifth underground nuclear test, despite a history of sanctions imposed by the U.S. Other countries have staunchly denounced the move and called for North Korea's denuclearization, with South Korean President Park Geun-hye particularly concerned about the security implications of the continued weapons testing and Kim's mental state. Public persona. In the summer of 2012, it was revealed that Kim had taken a wife, Ri Sol-ju. While the couple's exact wedding date is unknown, one source reported it as 2009. In the months since the marriage was uncovered, the country's first lady has frequently appeared in the media, a striking departure from previous protocols. It has also been speculated that the couple have a child. Kim Jong Un, part of the cyber generation, is seen as having a more mediagenic style than his father, with the younger Kim having given a New Year's broadcast, taking in musical performances with his wife and being seen as more engaging with soldiers and workers. He has also embraced more Western cultural tastes, notably highlighted when former American professional basketball player Dennis Rodman paid North Korea a two-day visit in February 2013. During Rodman's stay, Kim accompanied him to watch a basketball game. Rodman claimed that he wanted to help improve relations between the United States and North Korea. Relations between the two countries made headlines again in late 2014 with the release of Sony's The Interview, a Seth Rogen, James Franco comedy in which a tabloid reporter is recruited to assassinate a fictional Kim. North Korean authorities railed against the film, with the FBI asserting that the country was responsible for a subsequent cyber attack against Sony Pictures in which a slew of private communication was revealed. Economic plight of North Korea. North Korea has been mired in poverty and
北朝鮮のミサイル発射は断じて容認できません。私とトランプ大統領は日米同盟をさらに緊密化し、そして強化していくことで完全に一致をいたしました。
I just want everybody to understand and fully know that the United States of America stands behind Japan, its great ally, 100%.
North Korea has shown itself to be an irresponsible nation in every way, and I'm sure they're testing President Trump. I was glad he issued the statement with the Prime Minister of Japan, but he also ought to do it quickly with South Korea. South Korea is probably more susceptible to North Korea's virulence than any other country. And there was some doubt cast on the relationship in the campaign by the then candidate Trump. So do the same thing with South Korea that he did with Japan and do it quickly. The real answer to curtailing North Korea is China. Like on so many other areas, China has been woefully inadequate, and they could squeeze North Korea economically. 90% of the imports and exports go through China. And I think we have to tell the Chinese that they have to put the wood to North Korea in a much more serious way than they've done so far.
우리 공화국 정부는 우리 공화국을 압살하는 적들의 제적 등이 계속되는 한 핵무력을 중출하는 자적 국방력과 선제 공격 능력을 계속 강화할 것이라는 원칙적 입장을 명백히 밝혔습니다. 우리 인민은 반드시 우리의 힘으로 우리 국가와 세계 평화 안전을 수호하는 데 적극 기여할 것입니다.
우리는 실생활을 통하여 선군의 힘이 우리 조국을 지키고 민족을 지키는 힘이라는 것을 알게 되었습니다. 우리는 앞으로도 군우가 뭐라고 하든 자주의 길, 선군의 길로 나갈 것입니다.
North Korea uses its annual celebration of the birth of the country's founder, Kim Il-sung, to flaunt its missile arsenal and show off its armed forces to external enemies. Columns of goose-stepping soldiers marched in formation as the country's current leader, Kim Jong Un, waved from a balcony. There were several notable missile systems on display at Saturday's military parade. The Pukguksong-1 was displayed for the first time. It's an intermediate-range, submarine-launched ballistic missile that was successfully tested in August 2016. The Pukguksong-2 is the land-based variant of the Pukguksong-1. It was successfully tested in February 2017 and also was displayed for the first time on Saturday. The Scud-ER is designed to reach American military bases in South Korea and Japan. 4 of these were launched in March, with some splashing down in the waters of Japan's exclusive economic zone. The KN-08 was first unveiled in 2012 and is thought to have been designed as the country's first intercontinental ballistic missile. Experts say it has the potential to reach the west coast of the United States, but it has never been tested. One of the big surprises of the parade was the unveiling of potential new intercontinental ballistic missiles. Some experts say this canister could contain a variant of the KN-14, which was disclosed for the first time in 2015. And this appears to be yet another potential intercontinental ballistic missile. These launch tubes could also be empty decoys or mock-ups of systems still under development. On Sunday, a day after the parade, North Korea launched a ballistic missile, but it appeared to fail just after liftoff. In any case, North Korea was clearly trying to demonstrate that its military reach was expanding at a time of heightened tensions with the United States.
Let me be very clear. The policy of strategic patience has ended. We're exploring a new range of diplomatic, security, and economic measures. All options are on the table. If they elevate the threat of their weapons program to a level that we believe requires action, that option is on the table. While we acknowledge China's opposition, its economic retaliation against South Korea is inappropriate and troublesome.
我只想强调一点，就是我们坚决反对美韩在韩国部署萨德反导系统，也将坚决采取必要的措施来维护自身的安全利益。由此产生的一些后果由美韩来承担。我们再次强烈敦促有关的方面停止部署进程，不要在错误的道路上越走越远。
Hi, my name's Kim Han-sol from North Korea.
This is Kim Han-sol. He's a young college-educated 20-something, well-traveled and fluent in English.
I got to meet friends from all over the world.
In short, he's the antithesis of what most people in the West think of when they think of North Korea. There's something else unusual about him. His uncle is North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, a dictator who runs his country as a police state and a personality cult. Experts on North Korea suspect that it was Kim Jong Un who was behind the killing of Han Sol's father in an airport in Malaysia on February the 13th. So who is Kim Han Sol? He was born in Pyongyang, though he has lived abroad for most of his life. In the eyes of some observers, he seems to be a symbol of sorts for what North Korea could be: cosmopolitan, and open to the outside world.
I like the food, the people are very nice here.
And then another possibility presents itself. Could this young man someday become the next leader of a more moderate, more engaged nation? Here's where Han Sol fits on the family tree. Kim Han Sol is the youngest male of the Kim family bloodline. He is the son of Kim Jong Nam, the recently assassinated half-brother of the current ruler, Kim Jong Un. Their father was Kim Jong Il, and his father was Kim Il-sung, the founder of North Korea. Han Sol has commented on politics in the past. He did the unthinkable by North Korean standards and called his uncle a dictator.
I really never met them in real life, so I really don't know how it became